Hello, loopers. Philly here. While I was away, major changes took place on the island, including a global event. Today, I will tell you, what's the problem with Star Destroyer? When will the final event with the destruction of the Death Star take place? What awaits us on June 8th and much more? Welcome to the news. Now we'll go over all the latest news, discuss the final end-of-the-world event, and much more. So stock up on popcorn and get comfortable because we're about to begin. And we'll start, of course, with the map changes. Naturally, the developers didn't bother and didn't bring us any new locations. However, the Rebel base at the Moon Lair continues to develop. Now it is a full-fledged outpost with loot and a fighter. But most importantly, this is where the final event timer appeared. At the Resistance base, the Death Star hologram now reveals where the super laser is aimed. After all, if you draw a line from the station to the island, it becomes clear that the target is most likely not the Moon Lair, but the Rebel outpost with the timer. This is symbolic, although, to be honest, with a gun like that, it doesn't really matter where it's aimed. If it fires, it will hit everything. But there is a place where Palpatine definitely can't reach, and that's where you can reliably stock up on stylish clothes, V-Bucks, and charges for the final event. So go to the item shop and enter the creator code F15H, because it really helps me a lot. Now let's move on to the gameplay. The main hero of the update is the Star Destroyer. This monster appears right in the match and unleashes a real bombardment. The impression from its first appearance is something else, especially when you watch from the sidelines as it flies around wreaking havoc. By the way, it appears after the first round of the storm. Then a portal randomly opens on the map, which you can enter to find yourself inside the ship. And that's when the real race begins. After all, everyone wants to become a pilot, so the chances of making it are minimal. So here are a couple of tips to make it easier for you. Fly somewhere closer to the center of the map, like Foxgate or Moon Lair. And immediately look for a car or the best starship. This way, your chances of getting to the portal first are much higher. But in squads, it's better to spread out across different parts of the map in advance, because if at least one member of the squad reaches the portal, the entire squad will end up in the destroyer. Now let's talk numbers. Depending on the hit, lasers deal between 30 and 120 damage. If you are unlucky enough to find yourself under the destroyer, the main rule is don't stand in a group. Otherwise, one volley will literally wipe out the entire team. If anything, you won't be able to wait out the bombing in the bushes because the ship illuminates all players. I don't know about you, but I really liked this feature because it feels like some kind of mini event, but its huge disadvantage is its duration. In a mere minute and a half, you don't have time to enjoy the annihilation, but you feel like a child who has just been given and immediately taken away their favorite toy. In general, I hope that in the future, Epic will extend the timer. And if any of you have already tried this new feature, let me know how you like it. Other updates include the return of pocket rifts and junk rifts, as well as the grappling hook. The former will help you get to the portal, but the latter is complicated. In battle, Royal, they have long been countered, and in Zero build, they are completely useless. Interestingly, they drop ammunition that doesn't exist. Now for the most important thing, the final event, which will take place on June 7th. This is indicated by the timers in the lobby and on the island, but the entrance will open 2 hours before the start. Then the Death Star sabotage mode will appear. In it, you will be able to fly fighter jets while waiting for the event to start. In other words, the developers have created a time killer right in the game, so that you don't have to wait in line when people rush to the event. And that's definitely cool, because believe me, the excitement this time will be huge, considering that the last such major event we saw was over a year ago. So what's better? Logging into the game early and standing around AFK in the lobby or in a separate mode? As mentioned in the spoiler-free leaks, we will be accompanied at the event by NPCs Hope, Jones, and my brother Willie dressed as stormtroopers. Our skin will also be automatically replaced with a stormtrooper skin, but without a helmet. I don't know about you, but I'm especially interested in how it will look with a banana or a cucumber. There aren't many spoilers yet, but I warn you that a ton of leaks may appear online soon, so be careful when browsing the news. And I'll remind you that I don't post spoilers on this channel, so you don't have to worry about that and can subscribe. Attention! Right while this video was being edited, a new teaser for the event was released. Here's what it looks like. Immediately after the event, the servers will be shut down in preparation for the third season, which will start early in the morning on June 8th. We only got one new skin, Sith Rey. I think fans will love it, but the main thing here is that insiders claim that it was originally planned to be part of this season's Battle Pass, but at some point, Epic changed their minds and added Eevee instead. What do you think? Would you trade Eevee for Rey? While you're thinking about it, I'll show you all the new emotes. By the way, many of you probably don't know this, but this new emote references Homer from The Simpsons, who predicted the end of the world. And in fact, this can be seen as confirmation of a major leak, which I can tell you about in the next video if you want. That's all for today. Thank you all for your attention, and may the Force be with you, friends.